Hi, everyone. So much to talk about, so much to conversate about. How are you tonight? I'm going to wait until people start coming on. I hope you guys had a wonderful day. I hope it's been beautiful for you. Beautiful, beautiful. We're coming on to a full moon. How are you guys feeling about that? Where is your vibe going with that? Because we all are in this journey together. Um, I did a short to talk about the journey that we had gone through a few uh, months ago about closing the Nonie and the benefits of that, and how does it convey to the masculine and the feminine energy, and how we are dancing with that. And so I just want to give y'all some time to like come in, feel the energy, the gap, grab a glass of wine. I don't have red, and I need to go get some, but I've been so busy, haven't had a chance. So I'm drinking white wine. So we're gonna drink some wine, and we're gonna have a chat. Okay, we're gonna chat tonight. And I really want to talk to you. Oh my God, some wonderful things are happening in this reality of mine, and I want to share to you, with you, before you, and around you of the beautiful things that are happening right now in this beautiful energy. And even though this energy can be a little hard, we can actually pull through this because we have done the work. And so I really wanted to talk, and I think on my last excuse me. I think on my last two uh, videos, I talked about this stone, and it's one of my favorite stones. And the reason I was talking about this stone because prior to that, we had a long Noni cleanse. And how does the Noni cleanse affects us? And so I was talking about the element of the Scorpio, and how the Scorpio has all these dimensions and these colors. And it's so like, this is what people are attracted to. This is where the passion begins. This is where they see the roughness. They see well, this roughness didn't come just, we didn't wake up with it. We had to integrate a lot of energy, a lot of past lives. We had to do a lot of work to get to here. But the magnificent thing that as we have our evolution, we definitely come on this side. And so you never know what's on the outside until you go within her or within him. But the thing, if you notice, look at the shell, look at the outer, like, look how hard that is. You can't just break inside. I mean, that's some hard work. And some areas you may find that are a little more easier. But I'm telling you, the beauty of this is to know the brilliance of the inner being. And so what I'm getting ready to tell y'all, I had guys just totally hating on me about this, but um I really think is needed. And after this after when we start ending this up, we're gonna do another one, because this is like simply amazing. Because I have been doing a Nona class probably for about, oh, I would say 9 months or so. And some beautiful things have happened to me professionally, and also that have happened to me in my personal life. And I wanted to share that with you guys because it is so important. It's so important to be in thyself. Be in thyself totally, totally, totally. Because the thing is like, I was just talking about this with some friends, and the thing that we were talking about, we was literally saying how there's a lot of parasitic energy right now. And the parasitic energy comes in the guise is I want to be with you. I want to be in your world. I want to be in this minush with you. I want to be your diary, yada yada yada. And Scorpios don't trust all that diary all the time, because sometimes that diary is a setup to drain your energy, and then you got to start cleaning house again. So we're trying to get away from finding every time we get in situationals, that we have a solution, and that we can stop, having these people like parasites. And I heard once that a lot of times when people are hurting inside, they seek for the light. The light is us, the people that have been doing the work. And what I mean by that, they're conscious. They know what time of day is. You don't have to give them a script for the time of day. You can just say a couple of utters of words, and they know exactly where you stand. So a lot of people that are on my feed, they don't understand sometimes the dialect. But the reason they don't understand the dialect, because they have not come to that timeline yet. And there's nothing wrong with them, I'm just not for them. But the ones that have come in, and they can also understand the dialect of what it means as a Scorpio woman, being spiritual, being a feminine energy that is here, and know their purpose, and know why they're here, and know why they're doing what they're doing. And so all I'm doing is I'm being a servant to you, and I'm showing myself straight up. And we gonna get on this. We gonna talk about this doggone Noni fast, because the Noni fast was the best thing that I ever did. Because, and I'm still doing it. I'm still doing my fast. But the most beautiful thing is that I told you that when you start clearing your I am, and you're sure about the love within yourself and how much, that everything around you will start taking place in order. It's like the divine essence of Gaia begins to bring things into your reality, things that you didn't even have to ask for, because the all-knowing knew your heart's desire. Because sometimes we can't even articulate how we're feeling or what we want. We know we got this inside, we got this thing inside that's just saying, like, this is truly what I want. But we don't really, a lot of times, really understand what that means. I mean, we really don't understand. So, like, we all know it's Scorpio season. It is Scorpio season. The reason for the season is to be freaking jolly, you guys. We are here to manifest. And yes, we have had a hard road, all of us. Man, the integrations, the dark night of the soul, the past life integration, the shadow work, the integrating the energies that are coming from nowhere, hitting you in your back, hitting you in your front, hitting you on your head, hitting you at your feet. You have overcome that. You have taken it over. You are ready for this Scorpio ending, because in this ending, so many things are going to fall off. I mean, people. I have had to get rid of people. I had to let go of a man that I loved. I had to let go of that man because I loved him, but I wasn't in love with him. And can y'all, like, do y'all know how that feels? Do y'all know how that feels to be in love with somebody but don't love them enough, but you really do love them? It is the most hurtful thing, because they don't even know that you're hurting, because they're not the one. They're not the one that curled your toes. They're not the one. And they may have been good in bed. They may have been amazing in bed. But the key element to a Scorpio is you got to get into the soul of things. If you don't get into the soul of things and you start complaining that you don't understand her dialect or his dialect or what he's trying to say, then it just we get bored. We get bored, and so it's kind of interesting because I don't know if I told you the story. I went to Arizona, and Arizona is my place where I go and I center myself. So I was going to Arizona, but I told myself this time I'm gonna drive, and I said I'm gonna drive because I really needed the road. I needed the road so I could think. I needed the road so I could like integrate some energy that I was feeling, integrate some. I knew I needed to do a Noni fast, and I was doing a Noni fast, and and you know what was so interesting? Because basically when you're dating, and I don't know if you noticed this, is when you're dating, you're finding yourself literally dating people that you already have dated, just in a new suit, a new form, a new consciousness, a new and so it's like you're repeating the lesson. But what you notice in each lesson of dating the same old archetype is that each time you're breaking curses, generational curses, things that have come to your life before you even knew you existed. And you're cleaning out that. So it's like you're perpetually going into these, and that's where we go into that looping thing. That's why we feel like we're looping. That's why we feel like, oh man, it seems like I've been here before. Well, you have. And if you feel like you've been there before, you've been there before and you did not learn the lesson. But when you learn that lesson, you were able to move and integrate that energy to a higher level. And then you start putting yourself in a timeline that is higher, richer, more fulfilling. Each time you come to a place that you feel stagnant, each time that you come to a place that you feel flat, that means it's time for you to elevate to a higher elevation. And you need to, and what's going to happen is in that knowing, circumstances, situations, and things will come into your life to put you in a situation to have to be tested out of that situation. You get what I'm saying? So the Noni fast is a fast track to literally all this crap. It's a fast track because what you do, you make a mindful meditation and a mindful decision and a mindful mantra, and in that mantra you're asking you're asking Gaia to bring, and your angels to bring to your attention the things that you need to integrate during this Noni fast. And what happens, things start coming in with a flood. And don't take it in a bad way, take it in a great way, because that's source helping you move that energy, because it's all right to feel every feeling that you feel about that. If that person hurt you, if that person made you feel some kind of way, you have a right to feel every part of that fish, that feeling. But do not let that feeling hold a place in your head. Get some furniture and start living out and taking a doggone bubble bath in your head. You don't want to give somebody that much energy. And it's so crazy because the last 3 years has been literally that for me. It's been like, one, this person ain't right for you, this person ain't right for you. And the thing is that you will be shown energetically, you will be shown physically, you will be shown emotionally, you will be shown by their actions. It will show up. A lot of times we don't want to see what was showed out on us. But if we start acknowledging and identifying when somebody shows up and shows out on you, you know to right away to knock that out, because you can't have people. If you got somebody that's gonna be showing out on you, they're writing a contract to you right there. That contract is saying, every time you deal with me, you're gonna have to deal with some bullshit. Oh, I don't know if I should have said that, but anywho, every time you deal with me, you're gonna have to deal with some bullshit. So you have to learn to truly love a person so you can be in your authenticity, and be true to yourself, but learn that sometimes you have to, let relationships go, and you have to let them go quickly. And sometimes you have to let them go quickly, because that means if you get all hung up in that, you're going to be doing some serious work on that. Because every time they release themselves in you, they're releasing a tie to you. And so the best way to break those ties is fast it. Don't let nobody touch you. Don't let nobody touch you in the essence of your soul. The only person that can go into there is you. The only person can have that opportunity, that pleasure, is you. And when you start doing that, at first it's going to be hard, but what it's going to do is going to elevate your consciousness. It's going to elevate you to a high, because your Noni is the seed. Your Noni is the seed of life, and it's a very powerful seed. It's like connected to the third eye, and so when these two are running together and everything is running together, you're gonna find yourself in flow, and you're gonna draw people that are in flow. So let me tell you, oh my God, let me tell y'all, God, I gotta tell ya, I gotta tell you. So I've been doing my Nonie fast, like I told you guys. I told you I wasn't just talking, and we wasn't just like doing that mantra for nothing. I went along with y'all. I have not been doing the whoopty. I have not been doing nothing. And so what I've been doing is taking that time, and because sensuality, intimacy is energy. So what I've been doing is taking that energy and putting that energy into other things that brought me value. Because what I was doing is I was giving the people that I felt loved me too much energy. And I'm just being straight with y'all. I'm just being straight with y'all. So I was giving energy to people that didn't understand my value. They just, I really love it because they didn't see me. They didn't understand who I was. They didn't respect my essence and the value that I bring. And it makes me cackle because years ago, my grandpa, the father, told me to find a woman that is worthy to be loved. It's like looking for a diamond in a barn. We had a farm, and so he'd take me into the barn, and he would tell me it's like trying to find a diamond in all this grass, this rabbit, just trying to find. But your brilliance is so bright that it illuminates all over the world. And so when you have a grandpa that tells you that, and he told you that over and over and over again, when a guy can't handle a Scorpio, this Scorpio woman, he's not the one. And that's how simple it is. It's so simple. And what we try to do, we try to fit a doggone our square peg into a round hole. It's not gonna work. And so we go backwards and we go back forwards, and we do this corner and we do that corner, trying to make somebody fit your intellect. And it's not just your intellect. That's not what they can't penetrate. They can't penetrate the intellectual properties of your soul. Hear me right now. They cannot understand the intellectual properties of your soul. So they play games, and they trip out, and they do all kinds of things. It's not your fault. It's not about you. It's about them. So as I closed my Noni, beautiful things started happening. I think I told you I was laid over in another city, and I was sitting in this like five-star hotel with dining room, and I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden this man comes all way across the bar, and I said, since I had a layover to the next day, I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna get some decadence, and I'm gonna eat some really good food. So I ate some really good food. I was not gonna get mad. I said I'm gonna sit here in this restaurant and have me. And I had me. Oh God, I think I had a prime rib. I had one of the most expensive things that because what it was about is like, okay, you gonna make me wait till tomorrow to get home. I might as well take this moment of time, which is 24 hours, and serve me, acknowledge her, feel on her. So I'm sitting there, and this man way at the end of the bar causes zoop, and he goes, "I saw your light." I go, "Well, thank you for seeing my light." And we had a conversation. He later leaves. And the waitress came to me and she goes, "Oh, FYI, he paid for your dinner and he got your room in the hotel." That's what feminine energy does. You don't have to, you just all you do is exist. All you do is come on board. All you do is show up. You show up. And when you show up, it comes. This is just as I close my Noni. Now for the good stuff. I'm just gonna tell you the good stuff. Girls, guys, all y'all, because all y'all are important to me. I was just gonna tell you, um, I I cannot I cannot make this up. So a few weeks ago, I met this guy. He gave me a shout out, handsome, 6'4", fine and fabulous. Oh my god, he's so fabulous. He's so cute. He's so cute. Oh my god. And I started talking to him, but my idea about the masculine energy right now is not very good, and y'all know this because y'all been following me. Y'all know they in a state of crisis and they're not attractive right now. None of them are attractive because the moment they open their mouth, it's like a dragon. They just talk a bunch of shit, and then you end up just being bored. And one thing that I do know, because I work in the beauty business and I work on women, and women are not feeling dudes right now. You really got to have something going on, and for a feminine to really dig you, you got to really have, and it's not about what you got in your wallet, it's really what you got in your heart and what you got in your soul and how you treat her, because I'm telling you, actions speak so much louder than words. You can talk all day long. That doesn't mean a thing. It's nothing but, empty words and empty, your vision and your dream. It's not mine. And so it's so interesting because, I'm on this Nonie fashion. I'm just like, and Lord, it's just hard because I'm a Scorpio and we like connection. So I've been dating off and on, and I actually was seeing this guy. I really was seeing this guy. I was really feeling him, but I didn't want to go with this up and down thing. And he's a Scorpio. I did not want to deal with this. You know what? I'm done with that. I'm sorry. The Scorpio feminine is having a new evolution, and they're not all about that. I won't ease. I want to ease. I don't want to have to babysit, right? And so with my Noni being closed, and I'm still my Noni's closed. Haven't made a decision yet, but the most interesting thing, he shows up and he shows out, and I have decided that I'm gonna continue for a bit and see what happens. But the interesting thing is, This all happened because I chose to close my Noni. And I just would say to any of you guys, people are parasites and they want to come inside of you, and I mean literally, and suck you dry without giving anything back. And if people are not willing to give back to you, you need to let them go because they will show out. So I encourage you guys, follow me. If you think this little clip will help someone, please pass it on and hit the notification bell because every time I show up, you guys will be notified. And I just want you to know we're going to do this Noni fast right now. And I'm going to do this mantra for you as I close out because it will change your life, not only with your relationships, but with your relationship with you. It will give you a new perspective of yourself, your I am. So I encourage you to try it. I encourage you to give yourself an opportunity to cleanse yourself to freedom. No longer having people drain your beauty, drain your essence, drain who you are. So I'm going to take a sip. We're going to get started. I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to sit here and center myself for a few minutes. And I really kind of source. I trust that the people that are on this feed, that they are drawn here by a divine reason, a divine season, and a divine purpose. I'm taking some time to center myself, to love her, to see who she is, to love and understand her unique way that she was formed and fashioned. Because we're all so unique and different. We all have our individual beauties, loves, talents, thoughts, needs, and a reason to be heard. I take this time to show you love, to show you flow and the presence of flow. No need to resist because there's nothing but love in this place. Surrender yourself. Allow yourself allow yourself to relax and remove the stress of the day. As you call on your higher self and pull the emotions of the day into you. Go throughout the situationals, and whatever shows up, those are the things you're going to throw away. You're going to let them flow through your body and flow through your spirit like it was another day. If you thought about somebody from the past, begin the cord that you see that's connected to you. Begin to cut it. Allow it to physically be snapped in half and moved away from your body, your soul, your spirit. If it's a friendship, a loveship, an acquaintance that maybe gave you a bad day, begin to tie those strings and separate them. Take your shears and start cutting in the middle of them. If you have a machete, use a machete and just start cutting them down, detaching them from your day and releasing, releasing that from your way. Remember that every time you feel an attachment, even if it comes through in an unusual way, readjust your mind and yourself. Pause a little bit. Imagine the string. Begin to take your machete and just cut it. Be like a mighty warrior and take that machete and cut it and then put it back into your pocket. That's how you're going to live out your day. And that's how you're going to live out this Nonie fast. And every time someone comes to mind that was egregious to your love, egregious to your present, egregious to everything about you, and they didn't honor the very essence of who you are, just pull out that machete and cut that cord and allow it to release from your body. And what you're going to feel is as you release those cords, you're going to actually even feel like light, this very light feeling on your shoulders. You're actually going to feel like chills all over your body because you actually feel lighter. You actually feel better because you're no longer holding on to their essence of someone else that's tied themselves to you. Also, be mindful that anyone that you connect with, well, you do because you do it out of the authenticness of your heart. Make sure you be mindful that every interaction can become a soul tie. Make sure that you're aware that every interaction, outer action can be a soul tie. So make sure that your interactions and all your actions are valuable to the growth of you so you can minimize some of this shadow work. I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank you for taking the time. You are a blessing and you have a beautiful night. Goodbye now.